The M1128 Mobile Gun System is one of the most distinctive variants of the Stryker family. A light-wheeled vehicle armed with a 105mm cannon designed to combine mobility with firepower. But the big question is, did War Thunder do this vehicle justice? In this video, we're going to analyze whether the M1128 is well represented in the game, looking at everything from its visuals to the firepower of its weapon system. Before we continue, take a moment to subscribe to the channel. It's free, only takes a few seconds, and helps us keep producing content like this. If you're already subscribed, thank you so much for the support. Visually, the M1128 in War Thunder is impressive. The 3D model is detailed, with a good representation of the external mounts and the typical structure of a Stryker vehicle. The hull's texture shows wear and dirt naturally, which adds a realistic touch to its appearance. The turret of the M1128 is undoubtedly the heart of the vehicle, and War Thunder portrays it with impressive fidelity. The main gun is the M68A1E 4105mm, an upgraded version of the famous British L7 cannon. It is fully stabilized, allowing for relatively accurate shots even while moving. In the game, the autoloader provides a firing rate of about 4 seconds between shots, which aligns with the rapid response doctrine of U.S. mechanized forces. Players can choose from different types of ammunition, such as APF SDS, like the M900, ideal for penetrating modern armored vehicles; Heat FS, great against light tanks and vehicles with composite armor; HESH, useful for causing internal blast damage to flat or weak armor areas. In addition to the cannon, the M1128 is equipped with 2 machine guns, a .50 caliber M2, Browning coaxially mounted, shown in the game as a remotely operated machine gun above the turret. Excellent for taking out infantry, light targets, or even drones. A 7.62mm M240, mounted as an auxiliary weapon, typically used in close support situations. For defense, the vehicle is equipped with a smoke grenade launcher system. In War Thunder, this system acts like a tactical flare. When detecting an imminent threat, such as a guided missile, the player can deploy a smoke screen that disrupts tracking systems and allows time to retreat or reposition. It's an essential survival tool in open maps or when exposed to enemy tanks. And there's more. One of the most interesting features in War Thunder is the use of reconnaissance drones, and the M1128 Wolfpack can be part of that strategy. On the battlefield, players can launch an aerial surveillance drone to scout hidden enemies, ambushes, and enemy lines. While the drone isn't embedded directly into the M1128 like a real military UAV, it's part of the player's recon kit and can be effectively used in combination with the M1128 to flank or avoid traps. This combination, a powerful cannon, functional machine guns, smoke launchers, and aerial drone support, makes the M1128 a versatile platform in War Thunder. But of course, it only works well if the player knows how to position it. After all, this isn't an Abrams. The armor is limited, and any exposure mistake can be fatal. When it comes to mobility, the M1128 Mobile Gun System is, by definition, a vehicle designed to be faster and more agile than a conventional tank, without completely sacrificing combat capability. It's built on the 8x8 Stryker platform, meaning all-wheel drive and independent suspension, allowing it to handle various terrains with relative ease. The engine is a 350 horsepower Caterpillar diesel paired with an Allison automatic transmission, giving the vehicle a top speed of around 100 kilometers per hour, 62 miles per hour, on roads. But what does that mean in practice? It means the M1128 can keep up with fast-moving mechanized columns, including in urban operations where its agility and turning radius are major advantages. In War Thunder, this mobility is well represented, but with some nuances. Off-road performance. Here the game shines. On uneven terrain, mud or snow, War Thunder applies realistic traction loss. You'll feel the turret sway, simulating how a wheeled armored vehicle behaves. Different from tracked tanks, it struggles more in soft soil, side slopes, and wet surfaces. Turning and tight cornering. Just like in real life, the turning radius is wider than that of smaller tanks or differential drive vehicles. In the game, the M1128 doesn't handle sharp turns easily. Players must anticipate maneuvers, which requires solid tactical awareness, especially when flanking or avoiding ambushes. Reverse and braking. Reverse gear is slow in the game, and braking isn't immediate. That matches the behavior of a real heavy-wheeled vehicle. In War Thunder, stopping suddenly is difficult, so players must plan their movement in advance, especially when breaking cover. Suspension and turret stability. The suspension is accurately animated in the game. The vehicle's bounce when driving over obstacles directly affects firing accuracy, just like in real life. That's why shooting on the move can be challenging, unless you rely on the stabilization system, which works well both in reality and in-game. In short, War Thunder does a good job of simulating the M1128's maneuverability. It's not a high-speed armored sports car, but it offers solid mobility, especially in urban environments and on roads. The game accurately reproduces both the strengths and limitations of the vehicle, including the risks of careless use in rough terrain or prolonged exposure to enemy fire. In the end, the M1128 Mobile Gun System in War Thunder is a pretty faithful representation of the real-life vehicle in both appearance and performance. The 3D model is packed with details from the front armor to the rear support arms. The 105mm gun is functional and powerful. The machine guns are actually useful on the battlefield. And the smoke launcher system, simulating defensive flares, offers critical tactical protection. Even the drone, available in the Wolfpack pack, adds a reconnaissance layer that, while creatively adapted, complements the modern battlefield role of this vehicle. In terms of gameplay, the M1128 stands out as a fast, flexible support vehicle, but one that is fragile. Mobility is solid, with acceleration and top speed matching what you'd expect from a wheeled armored system. All in all, War Thunder delivers an immersive and well-balanced experience with the M1128. It's not perfect, but it's convincing. For players who enjoy modern vehicles with high firepower and dynamic gameplay, the M1128 is a solid pick, especially when used smartly and with team support. If you enjoyed this review, make sure to subscribe to the channel. It's free and really helps our work. Drop a like, share with others who enjoy this kind of content, and let us know in the comments what you think about the M1128 in War Thunder. See you next time.